And we're live.
My quads. Those are not tree trunks. Those are quads, in case you were wondering. Sure.
Yep.
There it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 14 of the Waft. Live from beautiful, not humid Colorado.
No, we're back in a closet.
Back in the Franklin Bedroom Podcast Studios. It's home, but it is not humidity, Colorado. It's all right, though. It's all right. The vacation, much needed.
Yeah.
Felt good. Feel refreshed. How you feeling, babe?
I mean, I'm ready to go back. I'm not gonna lie.
It's definitely something different when you keep the weather app open and see that it's like 57 degrees at 9 a.m. and zero humidity and zero dew point. And then you're here and it's like 95.
You know
feels
what we
like
should
100.
talk about, though?
Oh my God. How much?
Oh my God. No, it is our 7-year anniversary tomorrow. Not me and Dwight's, me and Macklemore. 7 years ago tomorrow, I met this cutie patootie at a Whole Foods, which is why it was fate, because I love Whole Foods. And he was just at the Whole Foods, and I adopted him 7 years ago. And so it's our anniversary tomorrow, and we're going to get blizzards and celebrate.
He loves ice cream. He's got like spidey senses. If you
He
shut the car door in the driveway, he is trying to find his way outside because he knows that you have ice cream.
Yeah, he loves ice cream. So we're going to get blizzards, and we're going to snuggle, and we're going to celebrate our 7-year anniversary.
Yes. So she loves this cat so much that on the way to Colorado, not even 30 minutes into the drive, I miss him. I miss him so much. We should probably go back on Sunday. Like, no, we're not cutting the vacation a day short to go back for the cat.
You know what? I just feel bad for anyone who doesn't have a love like me and Macklemore. Bottom line. I'm sorry you don't love your dog as much as I love my cat.
I love Frank, and you know what? He's right here, and he was waiting for me when we got home.
Yeah, but I did love him. 7 whole years. Just right.
It's a long time. It's a long
My
time.
longest relationship is with my cat.
I feel like a lot of people, like, unless you're married, I feel like a lot of people's longest relationships are probably with their animal as opposed to a significant other.
Macklemore and I have been through a lot together. We've moved. He's lived in more states than you.
So you like call Nebraskans sheltered, but you've done a shit ton. Like, you've traveled to so many countries, so there's got to be like a middle point.
I don't know. Probably, yeah.
Anyway, let's chat, friends. How's life? What's wafting? Are you wafters? Are you lingerers? Someone said something that I don't know if I can say.
Sandra, you know what you said.
Was it Sandra or was it Lynn?
No, it was Sandra. I'm pretty sure.
No, Sandra said wafters. I'm pretty sure it was Lynn.
No, I think Sandra.
Okay,
said
we'll go back and look at the comments.
Lynn said drain babies.
No, someone else said something that I'm not going to repeat because I don't think our listeners want to be referred to as that.
I thought it was hilarious.
It was hilarious. So
we got our logo though, that unicorn party.
Oh yeah, that's pretty solid. Pretty solid.
Hi.
Let's see. So let's talk about goals. Again, when we come in the podcast studios, we got an official Instagram now, by the way, _Waft. Check it out.
We're building our anthill. We got an Instagram. We got our website. We got a podcast.
One anthill at a time. One ant at a time.
Okay.
But let's talk about goals. We only have 10 minutes, so just let Ted adventure. Let him adventure. Goals. So I think we've talked about in 13 episodes, always about setting goals and kind of bettering yourself. And Cindy Coulter's not going to like what's about to come out of our mouths, but our like 5-year plan, 3-year, is getting out to Colorado because it is just gorgeous out there, outdoors if you love it, the views, the no humidity, hiking, the whole shebang. But our genius plan with it is still running Cycle Bar, still coming back and teaching, but also living out there.
Yeah, I think what's key about this is, again, I'm a big like manifestation person, and I recently did an exercise that was like, think about what you want your life to look like in 10 years. And I had like a vague vision, but it was really hard because my vision included Cycle Bar, but I also, we all know, no secret, I hate Nebraska. And so I was conflicted, like I can't plan my future when I don't know where Cycle Bar is going to go, but I also don't know where I'm going to be living. But then we went to Colorado, and where my parents live is literally like our perfect town because it's quiet for you, it's spread out, it's gorgeous, and there's so much to do that we both agreed like this is where we want to live. And so I think what was important about this trip was we found clarity on that vision. And I think why that is essential is because we're now aligned in the vision of what we want our life to look like. And so once you have that vision, you can then set the little goals to get there. Like if you don't have the vision of what you want your life to look like, you're just swimming with no paddle, you know, like you don't know where, you can't reach where you want to go if you don't know where you want to go.
You're like those drain babies, just swim without a paddle.
Yeah, so I think it was important because we both realized, okay, this is what, we literally picked out our plot of land. We were like, this is where we want to buy this plot of land, we want to build a house here, and then it was like work backwards from there of how do we get there.
Yes, so making the plan, a lot of people come up with ideas in their head, and they sound great, but it's not like, it's just an idea, but then it doesn't really manifest anything from there. So really taking the time to let it set in and be like, step 1, step 2, step 3, is this possible? And then once you get that in place, you're like, oh shit, okay. So now you start building the anthill to get to where you want to be. Yeah,
so our overall goal is to move to Colorado in 3 to 5 years.
But don't worry, Cycle Bar. Our plan is to
find someone's basement to live in 1 week every month. So where can we live, you guys? 1 week every month when we'll come back to the studio and guest teach classes and see everyone and hang out. But we're going to sell our house here, so we need a place to live.
Yes, and we can, we'll record the podcast.
I feel like we need to shift the podcast right now.
Oh, God.
Right now, because there is a
Breaking.
standoff.
Oh, God.
There's a standoff. Shit's about to go down.
Oh, God.
Oh, Franklin, too close.
Okay. Back to your regularly scheduled program.
I promise I'm wearing pants.
That was almost deadly. Might have to edit it. Oh, God. So yeah, that's the goals, and set your goals. That's what we always encourage you guys to do. And if you need any help with staying accountable, I guess I can say it. The venture I talked about a couple episodes ago, I am the accountability buddy. What does that mean? It means I am a, let's see, what did we decide? Motivational consultant. I'm not a life coach, as we discussed. I'm more of a motivational consultant because you have goals and something's getting in your way. So how can I help you stay on track? And there's a lot of things that are still going in the works on how this is going to work. But Emily's dad grilled me on it being bullshit and it not working. So David Harborn, you probably won't listen to this. Pam, you will.
Yeah.
I can't wait to prove him wrong.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to prove him wrong that the accountability buddy has a place on this earth, and I cannot wait to help people shift, change their lives, and be better.
My parents are the best because they're like our now biggest supporters ever. Hence why Cycle Bar is a thing, is because of them. But they don't hesitate, especially my dad, to like
he won't
support you if he doesn't think it's a good idea. So, like, if we had come to him with this, like, crappy cycling studio idea, he would have been like, no, I'm not supporting you. But he would definitely be your biggest supporter, but he's also not afraid to, like, cut you down.
Oh, he tried.
It was heated.
He tried cutting me down, but
yeah.
I held firm.
You did.
And it's sometimes good to have that, though, because going back a couple minutes ago where I said you set your goals and you're like, it's just kind of like sounds cool, but then you start piecing it together and it doesn't make sense. It is good to have somebody put you in your place or ask those hard questions, because if you get asked those questions and you don't have an answer for it, it's like, oh shit, maybe I should rethink what I'm doing and actually, build the foundation before I try building the mountain peak or whatever you want to call it.
Anthill. So multiple lessons here. Number 1, have a vision of what you want your life to look like in 10 years. And then once you got that vision, start setting the goals to reach it. Number 2, whose basement can we live in?
I thought number 2 was pooping.
Number 3, whose basement can we live in? Number 3, now you got me off track. Number 4, what was the fourth thing that I was going to talk about?
Don't lose it.
I lost it because you said pooping, and we agreed that you weren't going to say that word anymore because we're trying to bring the romance back. Check out my new blog. And when you say I gotta take a poop, number 1, it's so uncouth. You don't know what that word means, but it's very uncouth. And number 3, it's also not romantic.
Yeah, so your relationship advice for episode 14 here is don't tell your significant other you gotta go take a poop. Just be like, I gotta use the restroom.
Use the restroom.
And then when you're gone for 20 minutes, you didn't sneak out the back door. You're taking a poop.
I wouldn't know.
They can figure it
Literally,
out.
the amount of time you spend on Reddit and Twitter, I would just think that you're going to Reddit deep dive. I wouldn't think that you're going number 2. You also don't have to announce it.
You know what? I like to just let you know because I love you so much. Every aspect of my life.
That aspect, I just don't.
Okay, we know that now.
I don't need to know about your relationship with the porcelain throne.
Porcelain.
All right.
Get a bidet.
Yeah.
We don't have a sponsor this week. This week, the Waft, episode 14, brought to you by Cycle Bar, West Omaha. First ride, only $10. After your first ride, you can get exclusive details and exclusive membership options in studio only.
That was great, babe.
All right. We're out of here. I remember it. Don't worry. Peace out. Cub Scouts.
Scouts. Here's your beer.